Hey you guys, this is Shakt and I'm here in the Players Lounge with Yellow Pete AD Carry for CLGEU. We actually did this interview a minute before and my mic fluked, and now Yellow Pete had another beer, so it's just gonna get better, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, every beer just makes it a little bit better.
It's funny you say that because traditionally you're like one of the players who's very held back and always very professional and stuff. Not that drinking beer isn't professional, of course, but that's the way people perceive you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I was aware of that.
Okay. But that also means that you're a very nice person to interview. How important do you think the fact is that to market yourself is in being an esports athlete?
I actually don't think it gives you a lot of exposure. Like, if you're somebody that is maybe a little bit more flashy in their interviews or, a bit more extroverted, that gives you a lot of attention usually. But it's also about the, actually the kind of people that are interested in you. If I like the people that actually want to talk to me have always been very, have been people that I want to talk to as well. So
I guess you want to talk to me, that is good, okay. Anyway, let's talk competition. CLGU has actually been the only team together with M5 that has been able to put any weight in the scale as opposed playing the Asian teams. How do you feel about that, and why do you think that you two are the two teams that can manage that?
I don't even know. It might be a little bit random with the other teams that they haven't really shown any strong performances in this tournament or even recently against Asian teams. I just hope we can keep up what we did at the OGN tournament in Korea. Just show our game, play our game, and just come out strong against them.
Okay, talking about that OGN tournament, you lost in the final to Zubu Frost. Is that getting in your head that you might not be able to finish big games?
Not really, no. I think we still delivered a really, really good show. We beat them very decisively 2 games, and we definitely showed that in any kind of format, be it best of 3, best of 1, best of 5, we have the chance to take them down.
Okay. Who do you feel is the strongest team that's remaining in this tournament?
Personally, from the recent performances, I'd have to name M5 here because they're really, really strong in any offline competition that I've seen them in so far. And out of the rest, it's really hard to judge. We've played a couple matches with TPA when we were at their gaming house in Taiwan. They look really strong as well as the Zubu Frost. Obviously, we see their performance here in the tournament is really astonishing. So, no matter what happens, it's going to be really close, I think. It's going to be really, really close.
Okay. We see that the Asian teams have a very aggressive style of playing, and that has paid off. You guys play very much standard. Do you think that will hold you back in this tournament? Or do you have something up your sleeve?
Aggressive play is sometimes rewarding, but it can also be countered or even detrimental to your own team. It really depends on the situation and on how well the defensive team can kind of predict what the aggressive team is going to do. We usually found on the defensive part in that equation, we usually try to predict what they're going to do. For example, against the Dignitas, that was a huge factor. They had roaming Taric with Shyvana, which is kind of an unusual strategy which you have to be very aware of. And we pulled off predicting their ganks almost every single time, and then eventually you just pull ahead just because you don't spend those resources on the aggressive play, and you come out ahead in the end in the team fights.
All right. Today we noted that both Cloud Templar and Moscow 5 agreed with this, that they said that the NA teams lacked, they weren't as focused on preparation and they were more here to put on a show than to actually win the tournament. What are your feelings about that?
I don't really think any of the NA teams didn't want to win or prioritized putting on a show over winning the tournament. I really think they were all committed to doing their best, their very best. And all of them were very disappointed from losing. I know this from CLGNA, obviously, since I talked to them a lot. I also know this from Dignitas and from TSM. They were all very affected by this, and that just shows me that they definitely wanted to be successful more than being, exposed or being seen by the public or whatever.
Can you tell us something about the evolution that CLGU has gone through? That people are saying Froggen was carrying the team a while ago, and now we see the rise of yourself and Crepo making those big plays. Have you really focused on that bottom lane?
I think we've definitely, since we started playing with this lineup, we've definitely improved, and so the focus has a bit shifted a bit within the last tournaments in OGN and GMAC, but overall it really doesn't matter too much in my book. Like, it's really all just a team effort. Even if somebody's exposed in a certain game and he seemingly performs very well, or he does actually perform very well, and it's just in the focus, it doesn't really set back the performance of the team as a whole, because it's always going to be, a joint effort to pull that player through and to really enable him to do what he's doing. So.
Okay. It's your birthday today. Congratulations. Of course, you can't go party tonight, although you had one beer for your birthday. I think that's fair. Any crazy party plans for tomorrow if you beat World Elite?
Yeah. Well, if we beat them, and if we also beat our semifinal.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you have both games tomorrow. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 games if we win. Well, that would be the optimal case, but I think we're gonna party hard in any case, because there's a pretty good friend of mine here as well who has birthday tomorrow, so we're gonna be celebrating.
Are you talking about Garvey?
Yes, I'm talking about Garvey.
That's gonna be a wild party. You heard it here first. Anyway, good luck in your games tomorrow. Keep up that European honor, and any shout-outs?
I want to thank all of our fans. The ones that I've been meeting here have been very, communicative, very friendly towards us, and it's, nothing has changed pretty much from coming over to Asia, where the people were equally, happy to see us, and we've received a lot of support, and it's really motivating me and us to do our best, and it's just very helpful if you know that people actually care about what you're doing.
Certainly, we definitely care about what you're doing, and go Europe. Thank you very much.